Hi, it's King Lizzard on Xbox One with Forza Motorsport 6 race action at Watkins Glen Full. And this is a PvP race. We're up against expert AI and we've got a field around 7 human opponents here. Quite a tight race this one. I do manage to sneak out at the beginning of the race there. So we've got a couple of people in Audis, we've got a couple of people in Lamborghini Aventadors. I'm one of them. That's me there, right up in front. And I think we've also maybe a Nissan Black Series in here as well. I think as a human opponent, but quite a good class of cars. The actual Aventador itself out of the box is actually a really nice drive anyway. However, this particular car I've tuned and taken up to S800 class, and it's actually a really nice drive. So if you're looking for a good Aventador tune, this beastie is a good all-rounder. Lots of top speed, good acceleration and launch, and pretty good handling, to be honest. So quite enjoyed this race with this car. So obviously the game now has been out, what, almost a month now, Forza Motorsport 6, and it is, you know, it is a fantastic game. It does have some bugs, but then these days what games don't, let's be honest. So it's, you know, there was a new patch released this week which you can find out more about from the Forza Motorsport .net web page, and you can log in using your gamertag details in order to find out what changes they made. There were quite a large number of changes. One of the biggest ones was fixing the leaderboards and getting or resolving a lot of these drive shaft orientated issues with some of the cars like the Mini and the Abarth and some of the other vehicles. I think the RX-3 Mazda was another one that was kind of a glitched car that could get you some very good times. I never particularly tried those cars because they're not generally cars I would drive anyway. I generally like to drive different cars in those particular classes. So hopefully all those leaderboards will be reset on rivals and stuff, and we'll actually be able to get some decent times up there and some real times on those boards too. And we'll know where we stand. I'm not sure if the leaderboards, I mean it says the leaderboards have been reset, but I can still see quite a few RX-3s in some of the leaderboard lists. So I'm not sure if they have yet. Hopefully they have anyway. So really pushing it on this track. Absolutely quiet, you know, lovely car this to drive, as I said, but it's a really technical track, this Watkins Glen. This particular section here you can kind of roll through at reasonable speed. Got that Ford GT there up my backside. That is a human opponent, manual driver. I'm an automatic driver, remember, so for me to get out in the field straight away in front of manual drivers is, you know, not bad going for this particular tune. I tend to tune my cars, or I always tune my cars with the intent of gaining a bit of benefit over these manual drivers, e.g. having a faster launch speed, but obviously there's a mix of controlling that with a differential and stuff as well. And generally I do get quite a good tune out of it. Get the odd dud one, but most of them are generally quite good out the box, I find, these tunes I put up. So hopefully you enjoy them. None of them are what you might call #1 spot tunes, but if you check out some of my leaderboard places, I'm in the top 500 in quite a few of the rivals events at the moment with legal cars. So they're quite respectable. If you're an auto driver like me, some of these tunes will definitely get you in the top 500. So one of the things I'm doing at the moment, I'm spending a bit more time on rivals now that some of these glitches have been fixed. I did actually back off once I found out there were some problems about a week ago, but I've been spending a bit more time putting together some more rival attempts, and I've actually got some pretty good progressive videos I can put up for you guys just to show you the stuff I do in order to increase my times and stuff and remain competitive. Totally screwed this order up in a big way, went in way too hot and just lost a lot of my lead there. I've now got the other Aventador on my backside along with that Ford GT still pushing me pretty hard. Make a mistake there, get caught up on the barrier, and that has just put me in second place and put me under a lot of pressure with the Ford GT behind. So I'm really pushing it here. I've got that Ford GT creeping up on me on this very nasty section. Fortunately he backs off there. Both of us nearly lose it as we go through that section. Quite a tight old corner into this last lap, so currently I've been dropped into second place due to my own error. Had I not done what I'd done, I'd still be in first place. But it's so easy when you've got kind of sleep apnea to start drifting. When you're driving, it's, you know, it's quite hard work to keep concentrated sometimes. But not having a good day that day at that time, I don't think so. Kind of lost me in that place. But that said, these guys are driving me real hard. It's a really tough race, and we three were literally flat out through this, you know, this particular section. These guys came back from, you know, middle of the field in order to get up with me in first place, so they did a great effort to, you know, reel me in as well. So we're not far from the end of this race now, so I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy what's left of this Forza Motorsport 6 PVP match at Watkins Glen Full. Please, as I said, if you're interested in the Lamborghini Aventador, mine's an S800, you can see in this vid it's actually a pretty good car when you drive it properly and you don't make silly mistakes like me. So please take the time to rate and subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber, it'd be fantastic to have you aboard King Lizzard's game, and plenty more Forza 6 and other gaming action coming this way. Take care and keep watching.